Good evening, racing fans. Welcome to racing action from Grand River Raceway for this Friday evening. Just a gorgeous evening. There's a look at the trees. The track is listed as fast. And the final night of the racing calendar. The graphics will pop up in a second. We're going to be ready to rock and roll. We have a good card of racing action this evening. 8 races for this final racing day of the 2025 season here at Grand River Raceway. We're approximately 20 minutes to post time.
Sorry, give us a few seconds. Put the changes up. So, put the changes up still.
And fans will get to the changes. Here are the changes on this evening's card of racing. In race number 1, note that number 2, Seize the Bay, is changing steel to aluminum shoes up front. That is steel to aluminum up front. The hobble shortened an inch. Hobble shortened 1 inch. And number 5, Sport Sense, blinkers to blind bridle. Blinkers to blind bridle. Also note the pick 5 starts in race number 1. Mandatory payout tonight on all of the multi-legs. And race number 2, no changes. No changes, race 2. Race number 3, we have a scratch of 7 Danish Brew. Race 3, scratch 7 Danish Brew. Number 8, Pillow Thief, will score from the trailer post. Note that 8, Pillow Thief, will score from the trailer post. Race number 4, no changes. No changes, race 4. In race number 5, no changes. Pick 4, mandatory payout in the pick 4 for race number 5. In race number 6, note that number 4, Misty Vodka, is scratched. Race 6, scratch 4, Misty Vodka. And number 6, Jam Celebrity, no trotting hobbles. No trotting hobbles for Jam Celebrity. Race number 7, number 3, Sweet Emily T, is a scratch. Race 7, scratch 3, Sweet Emily T. And race number 8 is Super High 5 with a mandatory payout. No changes, race number 8. Once again, reviewing races 1 and 2. Race number 1, number 2, Seize the Bay, steel to aluminum shoes up front. Hobbles shorten an inch, and 5, Sport Sense, blinkers to blind bridle. And the second race, no changes. It is 15 minutes to post time. Time to welcome in our co-host, our handicapping expert, and our London Bureau Chief, Sugar Doyle. How are you doing, Shannon? What's going on? And how about a beautiful night for a final day?
Yeah, you bet. What a day it was in Ontario, right? Coming across the parking lot here at the Raceway at Western Fair District. What a hot day, too, for, what is it, like late September now, right? So we're being blessed with some fabulous weather in Ontario. I put out a little video on the phone earlier this evening, say what a beauty of an evening it would be for a horse race in London, but it's not going to happen. Winding down the race meet at Grand River Raceway a week from tonight. London will be back in action, but we've got a great-looking card with some great betting opportunities this evening, Gary.
Yeah, and talking about those betting opportunities, of course, the mandatory payouts. So races 1, that's the pick 5, and then race 5 on the pick 4, and then the Super High 5 on the 8th race. So, yeah, mandatory payouts. People have to make sure they note that, the money's going out.
I know players. Carryover on a graphic is an eye catcher. Well, so too is mandatory payout. I mean, we're forcing out. The one and only pick 5 pool tonight begins in race number 1, so that's a must play. if you're playing any harness in North America this evening, race one, pick five, $5,000 guaranteed pool. It's got to go. Mandatory payout. And then we've got a mandatory payout, pick four, starting up race five and that high five finale, non jackpot always. Mandatory payout. Force out on three. Go to wagers this evening. It's what players are looking for.
And one thing I do have to mention: race number 3, there's a program problem, and
Okay.
this is my pet peeve. But anyway, number 8, Pillow
Oh, I
Thief
know this one.
scores from the trailer post. I should probably just stop saying it because I don't know, they don't seem to want to get the hint. But look, and if you're looking at Ken Middleton's picks, his top pick was number 3, Solo CP. Well, he's not in the race, and it's not like Kenny was imagining things. No, it was taken out of the race, and so now the numbers change
Yeah.
on all of the horses. So when you see him taking number 9, Pillow Thief, well, that's the 8. You see him taking 4, Stonebridge Glee, well, that's the 3. You know, my solution, I love when a solution is so easy. All you need to do is do nothing. Can you handle that? Do nothing. when,
You
when
leave the horse in there, right?
well, yeah, scratch
I
him.
know from doing my picks on draw day here in London. I mean, the draw comes out. I immediately do my picks. I post them up on the website, and they get sent on to the program printers. And yeah, it gets to be gets to happening a lot to me. I get asked by people, "Why do you got 438 picked and
Yeah,
your horses aren't 438? They're totally different number, you know?" So
yeah, it messes
yeah, I
things
deal
up.
with the same thing here, and it's
And then
the way it is, I guess.
it messes up the post positions as well. But look I love it when the solution to a problem is all I want you to do. Here, listen closely. Here's what I want you to do. Do nothing. I got that talent. I can handle it. But listen, you know what? You're going to do more than nothing. You're going to give us a pick 5 with a mandatory payout. You're going to nail the pick 5 because I think you're going to come in
I
hot.
hope so.
You know, and I think they're going to go fast tonight. All that water on the track probably tightened it
Oh,
up, and it's warm. And
it's summer like conditions. Like I said, the heat for me in London. I mean, this is like July weather today and into this evening. I was out this evening taking a walk around our track. Just a beautiful evening.
okay, Sugar, we'll bring the heat on the pick 5. We'll talk to you in about 4 minutes.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. You're watching Grand River Raceway's final race night of their 2025 meet. It's a beautiful evening for a horse race, I'm told, down around Elora, Ontario. Track announcer Gary Guy has filled me in. He's all set for some fast miles tonight. He says the strip should be pretty quick, and I would agree. It's likely the fastest 5/8 mile track now in Canada. They came with the new 5/8 last season, and they went sub 50 over it in a qualifier. Well, this year they went sub 50 in a pari-mutuel race. So, yes, indeed, Grand River Raceway set to fly out of their 2025 race meet. This is our final night of racing, and right up front, mandatory payout. Pick 5. It's the one and only Pick 5 play on tonight's card. $5,000 guaranteed pool. It's going to be well up and over that. I just know it. Again, mandatory payout here on this Pick 5 play. We're going to bring up some ticket ideas. Myself, Gary Guy, Connolly Ecclestone, doing our best to map out winning combinations on this earliest multi-leg wager. So part of the go-to wagering menu is this one and only Pick 5 play. There will be 2 Pick 4s featured tonight, beginning in races 2 and 5. That race 5 Pick 4 mandatory payout, as well as the high 5 finale in race 8. Going to be featuring that mandatory payoff as well. So here we go. Without further ado, let's go through the early Pick 5 ticket. That is $5,000 guaranteed pool. I'm in to go for just $14.40 on a 20-cent play. It's all going to hinge on my single in the final leg, race 5. So 3 deep the opening leg. We're using the 1, Better on Ice, the 2, Seize the Bay, adding Lasix for this. A number of equipment changes too. Steel to aluminum up front, shortening up the hopples by a half inch, and now being trained by Malik Smith as well. Opens up at a juicy 9-1. Went outside to the 8, Vogue Blue Chip for a player as well. 8-1 value currently. The earliest favorite being number 1, Better on Ice at 7-5. I've got him pegged as a player as well. 4 deep race number 2 using a 2, 5, 6, and 7. Tell you what, number 2, Vimy Rijapona. She's a morning line favorite in there. She got let go at 9-1 last time out. We loved her last time, and I'll tell you why. The start before that, she got a little bit hot prior to the race, and she made a break early. Well, last time out, leaving the training spot, I thought it might get tougher for her, but we noted on post-break she was looking so calm, cool, and collected, loose-lined and all, just very comfortable. So keep a close eye on number 2, Vimy Ridge opponent, race 2 in the post-parade. If she happens to be tugging hard or throwing her head, well, she might be running a little hot. She was not running hot at all last time out, and was rewarding her backers to the tune of 9-1. So number 2, Vimy Ridge opponent, something to think about in leg 2 of the Pick 5 play, where we'll also include the 5, 6, and 7. Third race, we're on number 3, Stonebridge Glee, on number 6, Masterwork, and on number 8, Pillow Thief, noting number 8 is leaving from the trailing spot 9. Fourth race, we're on the 4, DM, Snakeless Gen, and the 5, Happy Nays. 4-5 in the fourth race. And to complete it, we're going outside to number 8, Major Bank, who's come back to the river following a stint over at Woodbine Mohawk Park, where he's been facing some pretty solid company there. 3 victories in his last 4 outings. Coulter goes on the 8, Major Bank, my single on the end of the Pick 5 play. Indigo, again, just for $14.40 on the 20-cent play. Let's bring in track announcer Gary Guy with his one and only Pick 5 ticket idea tonight.
Well, look at that. $14.40.
Opened up the wallet.
Well, mandatory payout night, so just chase it a little bit more.
Course.
Went 3 deep in the first race, but interestingly, we have a different look at things. My top one is Better on Ice, your second choice. I didn't use Seize the Bay. I know all these changes, but I'm leaving Seize the Bay out of there. So we'll just see. And I wanted Boyd Bay because Boyd Bay was good here and at Flamborough. Last race not so good, but I wanted to still come back to Boyd Bay. That was the Prospect Series. And I just think Boyd Bay, along with Dance Like a Skipper, This is one that can shake loose with a trip and possibly do some damage. And I went looking around, but better on ice. 3-5. The fans love better on ice, and obviously Seize the Bay is still sitting at 11-1. But I got the 1, 3, and 4. We'll move quickly here. Second race.
Sure.
I got a different idea. I got Tango in the Night on top.
Wow.
But that's one that you use. But I also Profound Peace and Vimy Rijapona. I think Vimy Rijapona is going to be heavily, heavily bet. And
we want to get a look at her on parade, though, right? Like we did last week.
But I did use Tango in the Night and Profound Peace along with that one.
Sure. Okay.
And in the third race, PC Peterbilt. I want that one on top. I've just got a feeling about PC Peterbilt in the third, and then Masterwork, and took up my Danish Brew was scratched. That was actually one that I was going to use. So Masterwork is in there, and in the fourth race, we like it the same way. I flipped the two. I think Happy Nays over DM Snake Plissken, but it's close either way. I like those two. I'm with you there. In the fifth race, I agree with you. I just added one extra. Major Bank probably is the best in there, but I just, Eurobank Hanover looks so good. I don't know where the bottom is with Eurobank Hanover, and I thought, well, I'll just include that one because, man, oh man, he's looked outstanding. And besides, I wanted to use a little more, $14.40.
Gary Guy opening up the wallet, uses a plan B in race 5. Mandatory pick 5 payout night here, the one and only pick 5 play right up front. One more ticket to get a look at. Our friend of the show, Conley Ecclestone, uses a single in the fourth race. We'll get to it following going through the opening leg. He's with me. We're on the same page, myself and Conley, with the 1, 2, and 8. Big price players right now for horses 2 and 8 in this opening leg of the mandatory payout pick 5. Race number 2, he's on the 2, Vimy Rijapona, as well as 5, Tango in the Night. 4 deep for Conley in the third, 1, 5, 6, and 8. His single, one and only single. He's on the 1, Mock Impact, coming in off the qualifier, has not raced in about a month. 5 deep for Conley on the end. He wants a host of them in race number 5. Final leg of this pick 5 play. Conley going big on the wallet tonight. $24 even on a 20-cent wager. And you know why? It's mandatory payout night at Grand River Raceway. The final night of this 2025 race meet. Mandatory payouts on this pick 5. Late pick 4. Final race high 5. Next voice you'll hear, track announcer Gary Guy. He'll be post-parading them for race number 1. Best of luck to all racing and playing along tonight.
Field on post parade for race 1. Better on ice, Anthony Hotford, Dale Fritz, and Edward Aitchison, and Michael Sawyer. Number 2, Seize the Bay, Sammy Filia for Malik Smith and Michelle Letarte and Verinder Gill. Number 3, Dance Like a Skipper, Scott Coulter for Paul Coulter and Georgia Pierce and Emma and Avery Longstreet. 4 is Boyd Bay, Jason Ryan for Marie Helene Dupont in CSL Stables. Number 5 is Sports Sense, Brett McDonough for Mitchell Tierney and Lynn Cameron and Robert Dion. Number 6 is Smart Thinking. Garrett Rooney for Kim BX. Number 7 is Unlaced. Nick Boyd for Blair Burgess and Corinne Olson Burgess. 8 is Vogue Blue Chip. Daryl Thiessen for Rod Boyd and Rick McNeil and John Osinga. And 9 is Party It Up. Damien McClellan for Kyle Bostons and Daryl Newbiging. Field of 9. Race number 1. Let's get right to it. Number 2 sees the Bay Sugar. Changing equipment. Steel to aluminum shoes up front. And also shortening up the hobbles 1 inch, which, man, oh man. Sugar, I've had to let out the hobbles this year. I'm not proud, but they're shortening up the hobbles.
Oh boy, I really like this horse. 3-year-old son of Down by the Seaside. Not only steel to aluminum up front, not only shortening up the hobbles, but adding Lasix and a trainer change to Malik Smith. 7-1 price player. My top selection. I've got him pegged as a must play for this opening leg of a mandatory payout pick 5. Likely to go well up and over this $5,000 guaranteed pool, Gary. Sammy Filion gets the call. Sammy kind of knows his way to the winner's circle there at the river, Gary.
Yeah, he is our top driver this year, and he's got that cemented Seas
Right
the
on.
Bay and Sammy Filia from Malik Smith. But just one win on the air, but you think he's going to make it doubled up right here in this first race.
Oh, yeah.
Number 1, Better on Ice. I'm not surprised that the money has come for Better on Ice because only one was better here last time out. Gets a better post position, and I think we know where Better on Ice is going early.
Oh, he's got nothing but showing on top at the quarter mile in every start on the program page. And what a check getter he's been. Nothing but seconds and thirds over the river. He's got 4 runner-up finishes in his last 6 outing. He went over to Woodbine Mohawk Park to give it a try. It didn't work out. He finished 5th there. So he's come back to the river last time out to finish 2nd, exploding off the wings to cut it out 27. And then he was pocketing up and finishing 2nd best behind Wicked Prince. One-time winner this season, 9 for 3. Or 9 for 15 in the top 3, that is. So Better on Ice. Lots of 53 and 54 speed throughout the program lines. A great-looking son of All Bets Off. Should give my top selection everything he can handle.
You know what would really make this pick 5 roll is number 8, Vogue Blue Chip. Conley's top one. I didn't include this one, but I see the logic because comes in from Mohawk and shows some good speed there, but only one win in 25 this year. Also one that you think might have a chance to double it up.
Well, I know this horse well from London. That's where his one and only win came this year. It was over at a good track. Now, I mentioned the other evening, one driver I've noticed all meet from an outside post, whether it's post 7 or post 8, who loves to be sending them. It's Daryl Thiessen. I'm not sure what he's going to get for early speed from Vogue Blue Chip, but if Vogue Blue Chip wants to go, then so does Daryl Thiessen.
Well, you're expecting him to be double-barreled Daryl from post position 8. Number 3, Dance Like a Skipper, is one that I said every once in a while can jump up, get a trip, and win, and had back-to-back wins here back in late July, early August.
Our friend of the show, Josie, loves this horse with Coulter on board here tonight, too. We mentioned last time for this horse that he loves to be covered up for a long ways. And it's exactly what Coulter did with him last time out. Just followed a helmet, found room up at the passing lane, and shot on through to be 3rd. Lots of 53, 54 speed throughout the program lines at Grand River Raceway. His goal will be to dive for the pylons early, follow a helmet, and hope for some luck late.
Yeah. And by the way, Josie's not just friend of the show. She's our show director. She's the one that keeps you from screwing up all the time. She does a hell of a job.
She runs it all.
And number 4, Boyd Bay, a quick thought. I used this one. Back-to-back wins before last time out.
Gate speed, leaving right behind the car, could happen. 10-1 price player. Jason Ryan, one of my faves.
Well, it's a field of 9, race number 1, final race card of the 2025 meet here at Grand River Raceway. They're taking up their positions. Better on Ice and Sees the Bay on the inside with Dance Like a Skipper and the center Boyd Bay. Sports Sense to the outside, Smart Thinking Unlaced and Vogue Blue Chip. And the second tier, Party Up. party it up. Field is about ready to start the party. They're moving towards the start. They're into the backstretch, nearing the start. Field of 9, race number 1. They're at the start and they're off, and Sports Sense is going to get out well, along with Boyd Bay. On the inside is Better and Ice. It's Better and Ice and Seize the Bay. Boyd Bay on the outside, Unlaced, and then scooting through to the inside is Party It Up. Then Dance Like a Skipper. Back to Sports Sense, and then Smart Thinking, and Vogue Blue Chip is trailing the field. Better on Ice has the lead as they work their way on around the turn. Better on Ice and Seize the Bay is racing position to second right now. And then third in line is Partied Up. And they party on past that opening quarter, being led by Better on Ice and Seize the Bay and Partied Up. And then Boyd Bay is on the inside and is racing position to fourth. And then working up on the outside now, there goes Sports Sense, who's out wide. Then it's Dance Like a Skipper. Unlaced is on the inside, and Smart Thinking and Vogue Blue Chip is trailing the field, but Better on Ice leading it up towards the half, and that opening quarter was 26-2. Better on Ice takes them on past the half in 55-4. Better on Ice is leading. Seize the Bay is second. Sports Sense to the outside, getting up a little bit closer. Partied Up is currently partying fourth, and then Boyd Bay on the outside now takes over fourth. Fifth on the inside is Partied Up, and then Dance Like a Skipper. Unlaced, and then back to Smart Thinking, and Vogue Blue Chip is trailing. Better on Ice at 3-5 has got the lead. And then racing on the outside now, getting up a little closer is Sports Sense, but Seize the Bay is patiently racing in the pocket, hoping to seize the day as they turn for a home, and Boyd Bay is now sent out wide, 3 wide. Boyd Bay is coming hard. Boyd Bay is searching after Better and Ice. Center of the track is Sports Sense, and Seize the Bay is waiting for the passing lane, and Dance Like a Skipper is looking to sweep the field on down the stretch where they come. Better and Ice, Dance Like a Skipper is out wide. Boyd Bay, and Dance Like a Skipper. Boyd Bay wins it. Dance Like a Skipper was second. Then Better and Ice and Sports Sense won 54-2. Giddy up, Sugar. Boyd Bay.
Price Player. Last horse we talked about, right? Leaving right behind the car. Didn't show the gate speed, didn't need it. Well-meant winner from Off the Pace. One of my favorite drivers at the river, Jason Ryan, with the upset. Starting up an almost $10,000 pool for the mandatory Pick 5 payoff.
Well, the 3 that I used were the 1, 4, and 3 in that order. 4 was my second choice, Boyd Bay. And
you're in to go.
I was buoyed by those 2 wins here. I wasn't concerned about last time out because it was still a mile of 55, and
Sure.
Look, the thing set up nicely. You saw Dance Like a Skipper, who was also coming late. I thought for a moment at top of the stretch maybe it was going to be Dance Like a Skipper. Better and Ice couldn't hold on, but there is Boyd Bay. Dance Like a Skipper.
This just in, Gary.
Yeah.
He's 21-1.
Giddy up.
Oh.
I like to start fans off with one to use. If they used my
Wow.
second choice, Boyd Bay, they're kind of happy that they're rolling away here.
What a price. You had the top 3 in the try, too, and the try is going to pay off handsome.
We're rolling. Except for, I had
You
better.
are rolling.
I had Better on Ice on top, so quit your bragging. But you know what? Boyd Bay's got lots to brag about. And Jason Ryan gave him a nice steer. Had him well situated, then got out and was able to come on by.
You know what? After seeing that drive by Jason, I'm not sure what his lineup looks at tonight. Doesn't matter to me. I think if you're a Jason Ryan fan like I am, you're going to be looking at every horse he is driving tonight because, what a way to start it. 21-1 bombs away.
On a beautiful night at the river, we get a beautiful price of 21-1. Boyd Bay is back in front of us, and 3-year-old Jimmy Freight Bay gelding by CSL Stable, trained by Marie-Helene DuPont. Jason Ryan, Ricky Bobby scores in race number 1. It's the 3rd win for Boyd Bay this season and lifetime. 154-2. The first race, number 4, Boyd Bay, 44.60, 14.20, and 3.90. 3, Dance Like a Skipper, 5.10, 2.51. Bet Nice, 2.10. $2 Exactor, 4 and 3, 186.70. Dollar Try, 168.55. Dollar Super, $480. 20-cent Super, $96. First race order of finish, 362, 145, 987. Once again, top down, 362, 145, 987.
We are back, folks. We are back to take a look at the early pick 4. My pick 5 gone to the wayside. Gary Guy is still going forward, though. He did have Boyd Bay at 21-1 as part of his opening leg selections on the pick 5 sequence. Mandatory payout. Well, $417 live and in play from a pool just shy of $10,000. Still 4 legs left to go. Somebody's getting paid tonight on the early pick 5 at Grand River Raceway. We've got an early pick 4 next in race 2, $2,500 guaranteed pool. Let's roll on through some ticket ideas. Myself, Gary Guy, Conley Ecclestone, doing our best to out some winning combinations on this early pick four play. So here we go. In the opening leg, race number 2. Again, this is a $2,500 guaranteed pool. Not a mandatory payout, though. The mandatory pick 4 will go postward in race number 5. So the second race this evening, I'm 4 deep with the 2, 5, 6, and 7. Third race, we're 3 deep, 3, 6, and 8. Fourth race, we went to the 4 and 5 with DM, Snake Blisken, and Happy Nays. And we're going to stay on the single, Major Bank, out of the outside, post 8 in race number 5. In to go for just $4.80 on the 20-cent wager. Another ticket to idea to look at, that one for Gary Guy. 3D, the opening leg with 2, 5, and 6. His top selection here being number 5, Tango in the Night for Chris Matthews. 1 and 6 for Gary in the third. He loves PC Peterbilt, and he likes the chance for 6, Masterwork as well. Gary likes the 4 and 5 in race 4. The 5, Happy Nays, his top pick there. His top pick in the 5th is 8, Major Bank, his plan B. It's number 5, Eurobank Hanover. Gary, again, is in for $4.80 on a 20-cent play. And one more ticket, this one for Conley Echo Stone. What does Conley got for us? 2 and 5, Vimy Ridge Epona, Tango in the Night. Get a look at the 2, Jason Ryan, trying to come right back here for an early double. We'll want to see her on parade, hoping she's nice and loose like she was last time out to break her maiden. 2-year-old daughter of my MVP was a sharp 9-1 winner of her latest. 40 for Conley in the third, 1, 5, 6, and 8. He stays with his single, number 1, Mock Impact in the fourth. And again, deepest of all, the final leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. 5 deep in race number 5. $8 even on a 20-cent wager of playing along with Conley Echo Stone. Best of luck to all getting in on this early pick 4 at Grant River Raceway. Trotters are next for race 2.
Field for the second on parade. 1, Intel Queen, Mark Hetzel for Twilight Stables. Number 2 is Vimy Ridge opponent Jason Rod for Steve Loppert and Paul Mazzetti. Number 3, Sylvie Bruce Richardson for Surzanne Kerwood and guest John Goyette Incorporated and REW Equine. Number 4, Kinder Trixie, Sammy Filia for Chantal Mitchell and Michelle Legacy. Number 5, Tango in the Night, Chris Matthews drives and trains for Todd Williams and Jeff Bryan. Number 6, Profound Peace, J.B. Renault for Julie Walker and Stephen Titus. And number 7, Small Town Road, Daryl Thiessen for Matthew Trelford and Roy Trelford. It's a field of 7. It's race number 2, starts the pick 4. Let's get a look at this field and Vimy Ridge opponent. We want to get a look at this filly and see how relaxed is she right now.
Yeah, similar to last week. Letting her roll a little bit here. She is kind of on the bit, but I'd say kind of in between of what I saw in her first. Her start where she made the break and then her latest. So she's kind of in between. She is grabbing on a bit, but she's not throwing her head. She's not being bothered at all. I do like her look. I think it's just a look of sharpness coming in off that maiden score where she actually took control after leaving from the trailing spot. We'll look for Jason maybe to settle her down and do the safety lane or to keep her away from other horses, just to maybe have her well relaxed when going in behind the gate.
Yeah, but she certainly looks ready to race. And
Yes.
number 7, Small Town Road. You used this one on that ill-fated pick 5, and you're using it on the pick 4. And one that, back-to-back breaks. This is one that was really good here in the summer, but since the calendar turned to September, it hasn't been as good.
Well, and I'm looking at her, and when you mentioned breaks, I wanted to see her scoring, and here she is scoring. She's actually a little bit bumpy in behind. Now, I'm picking that up, and maybe I would be maybe tending to look around a little more at some other value players in this field. Do I like what I see? Well, it's not so bad, but again, just a little bit bumpy when going around that turn. Now, Daryl has settled this Daughter of Resolve down. If she keeps it together, she'll get a big shot. If she gets a little bumpy and happens to roll off stride, well, it's just the way it goes with trotters sometimes.
Number 6, Profound Peace, is one that I was profoundly confused what to do, and then finally I just decided, because I was looking at the 201 at Mohawk last race and thinking, man, that's not that fast. But 28-3 final quarter, and second beaten half a length, and was kind of sitting back behind a pace that just wasn't that quick for the trotters.
Well, her last time at Grand River Raceway, she did trot a back half in 59 flat. She's a big daughter of muscle mass, and it appears she's got a bit of gate speed to work with. So maybe Bert Greneau wants to send her a little off the wing, see if he can find a spot up close, because if she can sit 2 or 3 in the early going or even cut it out, I think she's got enough on the back half for speed to stick around late.
Yeah, I used this one for second. I decided that I really liked the key on that final quarter at the last start. But then, the one that I went to on top, your fourth choice, is number 5, Tango in the Night. Now, look, you got to take a little bit of a leap of faith here. But, boy, good back half last time out at Mohawk. Was way out of it, but certainly flashed 58-2.
Yeah, I guess if you're looking for that kind of speed, 28 on the end, and you can go way back to June 21st when she was 28 in the end of a qualifier. So, co-owner, trainer, driver Chris Matthews yet to hit the winner's circle here at Grand River Raceway this summer. Looks like he's got 9 steers, a place finish, and a third best finish. Chris does more on the training side and assistant trainer work than he does in the driver's seat, but I'd love to see him win a race.
Certainly knows his way around the horses, being with Greg McNair
Sure
all
does.
those years, and he's been a long time important factor with the Greg McNair barn. Great guy, too.
Allergic to hay.
Really? Man, oh, man.
I picked that up in one of the... They did some shows there last summer, was the summer before, and in an interview he mentioned allergic to hay.
Oh, man. Well, you know
Works
what?
with the horses, it's got to be tough.
You might have thought you'd find a different line of work, but he just says, yeah, I love the horses. I'll work my way around it.
Loves the horses.
And why not love the horses? We have 7 of them that are going to come up here. And you know what? One of them, in about 2 minutes, we're going to love more than the other 6. We'll see which one it is. You're thinking it's 2.
Unfiltered. That was the name of the show, I believe.
Unfiltered. Well, Vimy Ridgepona is the one you think you're going to love the most. And how about number 5, Tango in the Night?
Right. We'll be keeping a close eye on this, too, as they get towards the start.
That's where the money has gone, to the 2 and 5. So the fans thinking it's one of those 2, but I still think there's some other possibilities in here. It's that field of 7 trotters. Go. Yeah, let's go. Intel Queen, Vimy Ridgepona on the inside. Sylvie, Kinder Trixie, Tango in the Night in the center. The outset, Profound Peace, and Small Town Road. Second race, the Airwave Heating and Cooling Trot. They're into the backstretch, nearing the start. the field for the second race. Is at the start and the rough, and getting out well is Tango in the Night, and also driving early as they work their way into the turn is Kinder Trixie, and on the inside, Vimy Ridgeapona is out quickly. Vimy Ridgeapona, Tango in the Night, they're going to tango early, but now off stride is Intel Queen, and off stride Kinder Trixie, so it is Tango in the Night and Chris Matthews with the lead. Vimy Ridgeapona is second, Sylvie is third, Profound Peace and Small Town Road, and then the breaking pair were Intel Queen and Kinder Trixie. Tango in the Night, 8-5 of the board, leads as they come on past us in front of Vimy Ridgeapona, who is the 4-5 favorite. Field is spread out in behind Tango in the Night, and third is Sylvie. Then it is Profound Peace and Small Town Road, and they race their way up towards the half, and right now it is all Tango in the Night, but Vimy Ridgeapona, who's racing second, is the closest in pursuit and is narrowing the gap a little bit now as Tango in the Night and Chris Matthews tries to rein this one in just a little bit off a sharp half. That opening quarter was 28 and the half was 56, equal splits. Tango in the Night leads by about 2 1/4. Vimy Ridgeapona is second, Sylvie third. Now Small Town Road is starting to make a move on the outside, and then Profound Peace, Tango in the Night, Vimy Ridgeapona. Those two have separated a bit from Sylvie, who is third. Small Town Road, Profound Peace, and on by 3/4, 127 4. And it is Tango in the Night and Chris Matthews with a lead of about 2 1/4. Vimy Ridgeapona is trying to get a little closer, and the plugs are out, but it is Tango in the Night who continues on. Tango in the Night is dancing well as they turn for home. Vimy Ridgeapona, though, is closing ground. Tango in the Night and Vimy Ridgeapona. Tango in the Night as they come on to the finish. Tango in the Night, Vimy Ridgeapona. Tango in the Night is going to win. Vimy Ridgeapona was second. Sylvie third, and Small Town Road is fourth. 157-3. It was Tango in the Night, and nobody really wanted to tango with this one throughout much of the mile.
What a really nice trip. I mean, that daughter of Green Man Elise, she was stepping out tonight, got plenty of front end respect. I watched Chris bring her down in front of the grandstand first time. She was right out in the center of the track like she owned the place. Put up some ambitious fractions, Gary. 28, 56 to the half. Took a breather through the third quarter. 127-4, so 31-4. Backed it down there in the third, and then able to start it up again on the end because she was challenged big time by Vimy Ridgeapona. 157-3, life best for the Colt. Product of the London Classic Yearling Sale 2024.
That's coming up. 46,000 was supposed to be a decent one, and look, I tabbed this one on top, and I said, man, I see that this one might have more speed than the rest of the field, and that's what turned out. And certainly Chris thought he had more speed than the rest of the field because he drove him like he was the best.
Oh, there's some good things ahead for this Colt by the looks of it. I mean, made a break there in a qualifier September 5th. Come back to do a pretty good qualifier over the river in the latest. Needed that clean line last time. And tonight Chris just said, let's see what's under the hood. Down to a half again. 56 for a 2-year-old Colt trotter. Lightly raced, mind you. This is only the third career outing for this son of Green Man Elise. He looked fantastic, Gary. And as mentioned, Chris Matthews had the 04 at the river this summer, and it's great to see him heading back to Victory Lane, looking over the shoulder. Tippy-tap reminders for Tango in the Night to keep on dancing, like he said.
Yeah, he didn't look overly concerned. He's just keeping his horse alert, but, just light taps. That's just the horse is being honest. He's giving you all he's got. He already gave you a 56 half, so you don't want to get to work on him. He's this is a young 2-year-old trotter, so you got to be gentle. And he drove it. Of course, he's the trainer, so he drives it very, very carefully, gets the win.
Yeah, he knows what he's got there, and again, he just wanted to see what was under the hood tonight. That front two, they both race fantastic. The Colt, Tango in the Night, the filly, Vimy Ridgeapona. I didn't see 157-3 coming.
No, and Vimy Ridgeapona, Jason was urging this one and was certainly digging in and giving all she could. You can't find any fault with Vimy Ridgeapona. Just hooked up with
not at all.
Yeah, hooked up against a Colt that was just a bit better.
Yeah, the Colt was sitting on a win, and Vivi Ridgepona, well, she did nothing wrong.
Well, back in front of us, we have a look at number 5, Tango in the Night. And out trackside, we have the Airwave Heating and Cooling Group. They're here for the second race and a night at Grand River Raceway. And Tango in the Night, a 2-year-old Green Manalishi. Bay Colt, owned by Chris Matthews and Todd Williams and Jeff Bryan. Chris Matthews, the trainer and the winning driver. Tango in the Night dances to victory in 157-3, first career victory. Once again, there's a look at the Airwave Heating and Cooling on a nice warm evening here at Grand River. The second race payouts: 5 Tango of the Night, 530, 250, 240. 2 Vimy Bridge Opponent, 240, 210. 3 Sylvie, 340. $2 exactor, 10, $10 try, 27.30. Dollar Super, 103.15. 20-cent Super, 20.63. Double of 4 and 5, 159.40. The second race order finished in the top. So 6237154. That's 6237154 on the bottom. Third dash is up next, coming up quickly, just a few minutes away. Just a reminder, fans, in this third race, number 8 Pillow Thief scores from the trailer post. Note it is the trailer post for 8 Pillow Thief. And if you're looking at the front of the program with the selections, note that the numbers are off by 1 with the scratch of 3 solo CP. So in the program with the selections with Ken Middleton as 9 Pillow Thief, that's actually the 8, and 4 Stonebridge Glee is the 3. His top 3 were 8-3-1. Field for the third on parade. 1 PC Peterbilt. Garrett Rooney for Peter Clements. Number 2 is Royal Sauce. Bruce Richardson for Greg McNair, High Stakes Stable.
He's coming. There he is. Oh, there he is.
Number 3 is Stonebridge Glee. Daryl Thiessen for Jacob Roberts and Russ Ellis. And number 4 is HA Code Red. Lauren House for Arlene Hustle and Nancy DeHulster. 5 is 10 Karat Gold. Scott Golder for Shane Weber and Tom and Elizabeth Rankin. Number 6 Masterwork. Jean-Francois McGuire drives and trains for Jean Allaire and Gino Bilodeau and Anne-Marie Demers in GT Stables. 7 is scratched. And still delayed from the post parade is number 8 Pillow Thief. Note will score from the trailer post. Sammy Fillion for Julie Walker and Elizabeth Sheeland. We'll get to the 8 in a moment as we're going to take a look at the picks here. And first off, note that 8 Pillow Thief scores from the trailer post. Number 6 Masterwork Sugar is your top one. And you see Jean-Francois McGuire has jumped aboard to drive because, well, I think he wants to figure out what's going wrong with Masterwork. This is one with tons of talent, but lately X's on the dance card.
Yeah, those X's for the Trotters, they're, you don't like to see it. So you got to hope for the best. I mean, J.F. McGuire, I'm sure he would admit he's no Austin Sorry. He's no Sammy Fillion. But he would know this horse best of all. All he's got to do is stay trotting, Gary.
Yeah.
And you'll get rewarded with big value. Right now he's 14-1. Again, all he's got to do is stay trotting.
Yeah, and right now he's driving this horse mostly because he wants to get as much of an accurate read as he can to try to figure out what is going wrong here. Because, look, when it doesn't go wrong, it goes really right. August 8th here, bombed to the field from both 7-1 and 55-4. If J.F. McGuire can keep this one flat, well, then it'll probably be a W. But There's lots of other potential here in number 8, Pillow Thief, trailer post, and I think there might be some gate speed on the inside. Not positive of that, but Pillow Thief is one that comes in off of back-to-back wins.
Yeah, here's one where Sammy will try to make it 3 in a row for trainer Julie Walker. The horse has never been better. Comes in off a 56-1 life best over Woodbine Mohawk Park. And check out the stamp of muscle mass right there, right? That's the muscle mass, and I didn't even have to look at the breeding in the program.
Yeah, built like a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they look good. But look,
Oh.
Pillow Thief looking to make
I think we've got 37 of them in the sale. Come get one.
I might have to come over to that sale. I never take time.
It's a great
off,
time.
I never get around. Like I said before, I'm like a dog with a doghouse and a chain. I just go to the end of the chain and that's
come on up. You'll see lots of familiar faces, Gary.
There you go. Well, how about number 3, Stonebridge Glee, your third choice? This is one that not gleeful last time. Well, in fact, the last couple, but before that was racing very well here.
Alrighty, I might take an audible here, and I might put this fella on top after, seeing the 6, seeing the 8, now leaving from the trailing spot, and JF on that 6. So Stonebridge Glee for me is the best value on the board, in my opinion, right now as we near post time. You're getting 5-1 currently, reuniting again with Daryl Thiessen, who certainly knows this trotter well. I think tonight could be the night. He's a winner 4 back. When used multiple times, he looks great. Here's another fabulous-looking son of muscle mass.
The one that you used for 4th, I used on top here, is PC Peterbilt. And look, this is one that I've seen some really good flashes. We saw this one here July the 4th, win in 57-4, and came first up and was able to get away and win. And PC Peterbilt made a break 2 starts back. Last time out, got a flat line in 57-3.
Yeah.
I'm anticipating good things from this one. You get Garrett Rooney for Peter Clement. It's a pretty solid combination.
Well, you said a couple of main angles there. Needed the clean line last time out. He got it. So it's all systems go tonight, and you've got G-Money, Garrett Rooney on board. Here's another price player. This race could have mild upset written all over it. I'm kind of leaning towards the 3 Stonebridge Glee. You're kind of leaning towards this 1, PC Peterbilt.
You know what I'm afraid of is 5 10-karat gold. Took a pile of money, is staying down. And look, if you look past the last 2, you see why, because this is one that was second here in 56-3, and then even raced August the 12th in a grassroots at Mohawk, was second, was placed back to 7th, but nonetheless finished second. So you know he's got some credentials. It's the last 2 races that have scared you and I away, but haven't scared everybody else away.
Well, we've talked about 4 or 5 other horses in here and never even mentioned the current odds-on favorite. 10-karat gold, players are on him heavy. Now it's even money. Is it that wide open? We'll soon find out, right?
And H.A. Code Red, the horse is getting angry because he says, I bombed a field at Clinton, won by 3.5 last time out. And I'm sitting at 35-1. Come on, man.
Come on.
Well, it is a field of 7 for race number 3. They're taking up their positions. It's the Gavin's Girls Trot. They're into position. Field for the 3rd is at the start of the rough, and 10-karat gold. And Royal Sauce on the inside. Stonebridge Glee. H.A. Code Red went off stride, as did Pillow Thief. So right now it is Royal Sauce. Royal Sauce leads right now, and racing on around the turn. Royal Sauce is in front by about 2 1/4. 10-karat gold. PC Peterbilt is forwardly placed 3rd. Stonebridge Glee is 4th, and then Masterwork is working 5th as they work their way past that opening quarter. But right now, 28-second opening quarter put up by Royal Sauce as they race their way on towards us. 10-karat gold is right now racing 2nd, keeping a watch on Royal Sauce. Sauce. And now there goes Masterwork. And Stonebridge Glee is following Masterwork on the outside. And PC Peterbilt is on the pylons as they work their way up towards the half. And it is Royal Sauce who may have to deal with Masterwork now. 10 Karat Gold is on the inside, enjoying the view in the pocket. Stonebridge Glee is situated second over fourth, and PC Peterbilt is still on the inside, but now is angling out on the back of Stonebridge Glee. They raced on past the half in 56-4, a solid halftime. Royal Sauce, Masterwork, Stonebridge Glee, 10 Karat Gold is covered up on the inside on the back of Royal Sauce, who has a lead of just a nose, and PC Peterbilt is racing fifth and might be taking a look out wide. They race on by 3/4 in 127-4, and now it is Masterwork who's come on to get the lead. Masterwork, Royal Sauce, Stonebridge Glee. Now PC Peterbilt is sent out wide, and 10 Karat Gold is blocked along to the inside. At the field turns for him, and PC Peterbilt is trucking out wide. Masterwork on down the stretch drive they come. Masterwork on the inside, Royal Sauce, and here comes PC Peterbilt. PC Peterbilt is going to truck on by. PC Peterbilt is going to win. Masterwork was second. 10 Karat Gold and Royal Sauce 157-4. Sugar, it's kind of coming up roses for my picks this evening.
Gary Guy can do no wrong. I mean, he cashes in here with G Money aboard one PC Peterbilt. I think this trotter went away at about 3-1. 3-1 indeed. A co-second choice, but there's no shot that this horse plays 3-1 on the multi-leg wagers. No shot.
And already there was only $100 left out of that
Wow.
9,000, which
Are you still live?
yeah, still alive because
Wow.
the second race, the 5 was my top horse, and this was my top one here, and my second choice in the first race. So yeah, you can be alive if you're second and then your top one and top one.
Gary Guy is on course to cash what could be a huge pick 5 play.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll be calling the rest of the card after the 5th race.
Hey, how about Champ McGuire for the big deuce?
Look at that.
Nice job with Masterwork.
Yeah, and stayed flat. That was the
Yeah.
key thing, and JF's got to be happy that his horse was able to stay flat. He was careful with his horse early, and then came out, and PC Peterbilt, there you see coming on by Masterwork. But yeah, my top 2 were 1-6. How'd that work out?
My. That's a great exactor. Now, if your top selections were 1 and 6, that 1-6 exactor looking to come back at about $242.
My oh my. But you know what?
Wow.
One of the problems bragging about your picks, you know it can go south immediately. The 4th race, I could be upside down with the wrong ones, just like that.
Used to happen to me all the time. I'd cash a race back in Summerside. Hey, I got this one. Well, I'd cash it. I wouldn't cash another one the rest of the night. It's sometimes it's good to just keep things to yourself.
Yeah, it's like the gambling gods get mad if you brag too much, and they decide
Right?
they need to humble you. Well, back in front of us there is PC Peterbilt, 5-year-old My MVP bank gelding by Peter Clements, who's also the trainer. Garrett Rooney, the winning driver. It's the 5th win this year. 7th win lifetime. PC Peterbilt will be joined in the winner's circle by Gavin's Girls. Gavin's Girls having a great night at the track, and they're out with PC Peterbilt. They've trucked their way over to Elora to enjoy a night here at Grand River Raceway. third race payouts. 1 PC Peterbilt, a 2610 410, 6 Masterwork 710 and 390, 5 10-karat gold 270, $2 exactor of 1 and 6 241.80, dollar try 167.95, 20-cent super 754.51. Third race order finished from the top. 145732 scratch 6. That's 145732 scratch 6 on the bottom.
I'm Natasha Day. I train and drive harness racing horses at London, Ontario. These are my main products that I use in my racehorse barn that are all Omega Alpha, the Biotic 8, the Immune Plus, the Anti-Flam, which is great for the horses after they've had a hard day racing. The Biotic 8, I swear by it. Get all the dapples out, gets the old coat out, gets everything pumping and moving and makes the shine really come out.
Fans, while we have a moment, we'd like to welcome Peter joining us tonight for his 33rd birthday. Happy birthday to Peter, the big 33. See, the cows are really excited about that news.
Moo!
Field on post parade for the fourth. One is Mock Impact, Daryl Thiessen for Corey Fuller and Alex McNabb. Number 2, Perfectly Blue, Damian McClellan for Corey Fuller and Kyle Stretch. Number 3, Win with a Whisper, Lauren House for Robert Jarvis and Lorraine Parr.
Going to 5. 5's up.
5 is Happy Nays, Sammy Filia for Pam Forgy and Triple S Equine. Number 6, Shooting Straight, Nick Boyd for Catherine Flanagan. Number 7, that'll be Tiger, Jay Harris for Cassidy Schneider, Colonel Schneider Jr. Number 8, Bag of Cash, Jason Ryan for Lynn McCool and Jeanette McElmoyle. And number 4, DM Snake Plissken, Jeffrey Hunt for Mark Winnicott and Donald Smith and Donna Parker. Well, we can stay right there with DM Snake Plissken on the screen because, Sugar, that's your top one and one that raced at Kawartha last time. You said you were going to come with some Kawartha horses, so here on the final night, you got a Kawartha horse shipping in from KD, 3 starts there, your top one.
Had to go there. I got to look at the replay. I like what I saw. Came up on the very wide side to close in and finish second best. Back half pace there in 57 flat. So Jeff Hunt staying on to drive for trainer Mark Winnicott. I like what I saw on the replay, and I like what I see on track. 4-1 currently, and I don't know, though. It's tough to go up against Gary Guy on a night like this. It appears you saved your best for last, man.
Yeah, well, but you know, this DM Snake Plissken was one a couple years ago, I remember, had a couple of really big efforts, and I remember Robert Reed gushing over DM Snake Plissken. So,
right?
Yeah, 4-1. You did the work watching Kawartha, and I went to Happy Nays, and just because Sammy Filia, Pam Forgy, and, I thought one that shows decent out of form. Look, post 8 at Sarnia last race and came on late. Mile of 57 and 3 there. This is one that was really good last year. It's been light this year, but I thought maybe Happy Nays and Sammy here, closing out his winning season here at Grand River.
Well, it's been a pretty good check getter. It's just a little camera shy, right? Just the one win and 3/3. No runner-up finishes for Happy Nays through the 2025 season, but does have a victory, 158-1 over Clinton. So, in my opinion, a 158-1 mile winning over Clinton should get you 54 or a 55 win at Grand River if good enough.
Yeah, I just think that those two are the two. But you know what? I know that Mock Impact is one that hasn't raced in a while, and the recent form wasn't great, but also Mock Impact. Look at last year. Made $100,000, and this is a veteran with $450,000 in the bank. Daryl Thiessen on the inside at 5-2. I only went too deep, paid it. I used $14.40, but that's the one I left off, third choice.
Yeah, there's plenty of back class in this one. A 47-time winner, $450,000 career earnings. Was scratching sick for a September 16th start, so was in to go for a qualifier, got that done, was finishing back, but did clock a mile 56 and 3. About a month between pari-mutuel starts. Mock Impact, one to consider here. I know Connolly Ecclestone, our friend of the show, was pretty high on him. He was singling this horse in the multi-leg wagers.
Well, Daryl Thiessen on the inside. I don't know what the plan of attack will be on the inside, but you know who would be, if somebody bet the 8 bag of cash in here, I think they'd be taking all the cash with the pick 5 ticket. Did we lose Sugar?
His mic's off. Sugar.
There you go. We're back.
Oh.
Yeah, of course. Bag of cash. Well, if they were backing this horse, they'd be leaving with a bag of cash and maybe calling a Brinks truck too.
Yeah, because look, I do see your logic. Was a winner at Kawartha 2 back. In fact, has had a little bit inconsistent. Look, here's one trend. Alternating good race, bad race. So last race was bad. The one before it was good. Maybe sitting on a good race at 12-1.
Time to step up, right? Time to step up here. Hey, before we get to this race, I got a big shout out. And this was for my mom. She's 92, down in Prince Edward Island today. They had what was called the Great Cinnamon Roll Challenge. She took home second best prize for all of PEI in the traditional cinnamon roll category. My mom, Frances, at 92.
Oh, man. Great, Francis. Look, I could win the Cinnamon Roll Challenge, but not from making them, but eating them.
Same. I mean, what's my nickname, right? I get it honest.
You could down a few cinnamon rolls. Man, cinnamon rolls are
Oh,
great. Man, just love me some cinnamon rolls. I'm stymied. You shouldn't bring. I saw the butter tarts on the TV a couple of minutes ago. Now cinnamon rolls.
I knew it.
I might not be able to keep it on the rails here. We've got a field of 8 for race number 4 on a Friday finale at the River. Field for the 4th race. He is at the start and they're off and getting out his Happy Nays with Mock Impact and then Perfectly Blue. That'll be Tiger on the outside as well, but Mock Impact from the inside and Daryl Thiessen to grab the lead. Happy Nays and Perfectly Blue win with a whisper. That'll be Tiger, DM Snake Plissken, Bag of Cash and Shooting Straight. Mock Impact at 3-1's got the lead. Happy Nays, the 3-5 favorite, is racing second. Perfectly Blue is third. Win with a whisper. That'll be Tiger. Then it is back to DM Snake Plissken and Bag of Cash, and then trailing the field as they work their way on past that quarter and on up towards us is Shooting Stray, but it is Mock Impact off a quarter of 27-1. Mock Impact being studied by Happy Nays from the pocket. Perfectly Blue on the inside. And now Win with a Whisper on the outside is working first over and is being followed by DM Snake Plissken, who's moving up and is a second of a racing fourth, but it's still Mock Impact on by the half. They went in 57. Mock Impact, Win with a Whisper, Happy Nays still in the pocket, and racing fourth DM Snake Plissken and Perfectly Blue. Then way back, Bag of Cash, and that'll be Tiger and Shooting Straight. But Mock Impact and Daryl Thiessen looking over his right shoulder to see if anybody's coming. And right now, nothing to see. Happy Nays, though, is hiding behind it. But I'll tell you, Mock Impact is starting to get away a little bit. They race on by 3/4, 125-3. Mock Impact. Happy Nays is trying to close. Mock Impact leads still by about a length and 3/4. Mock Impact and Happy Nays in Perfectly Blue and Win with a Whisper. And DM Snake Plissken on down the stretch drive. Mock Impact as they come on down the stretch. Mock Impact and Happy Nays. Mock Impact with the back class making a big impact in the fourth and winning it over Happy Nays, and then Perfectly Blue. And it looked like that'll be Tiger over DM Snake Plissken. 154-3. Well, Sugar, my the luck ran out, and goodbye pick 5 and multi-legs. And, well, I told you I was afraid of Mock Impact.
Oh, Connolly single, right? Mm-hmm. He was heavy on him. He took a stand with this one tonight in his multi-legs. Now his tickets are down to tubes. But Mock Impact, you mentioned some backlash there, of course, and a whole lot of heart. You know, it wasn't real pretty, but all he had to do was take 3 left turns and get a few encouraging words from Daryl Thiessen. Now he's going to get his picture taken for the 48th time as he scores tonight, 154-3.
Yeah, and it's just, obviously Mock Impact, if he's right, he lays over this field. But the question was whether he would be right. And,
right.
It's been a while. He hadn't raced since the end of August, and he, did not race well at all. But, Corey Fuller had this one ready to go tonight.
He was okay tonight. A little hitch when cornering, but his straightaways were fantastic. And when Daryl called upon him, this horse responded. Like I said, some back class there with some heart, and this 10-year-old son of Mach 3
if you're
goes home with his 48th career win.
If you're a 10-year-old that's made $450,000, you're allowed to have a little hitch in your step on the turns.
Well, I got a hitch every time I get out of the vehicle and walk across the parking lot, right? Yeah, us veterans, we deserve a little something every now and then.
So, he's got the hitch, but it's a well-earned hitch. And Daryl Thiessen certainly felt that he had a lot of horse because he came blasting out from post 1. I wasn't sure what the plan of attack would be, but I tell you, Daryl was firing. Double-barreled Daryl with Mock Impact. 3-1 takes down that 3-5. There's
right on.
That pick 5. There's not much money left in it, so if don't throw away your ticket. Remember, it's a mandatory payout, so it just might
right.
be paying. There's a chance it might be 4 out of 5 the way things are rolling.
Sure thing.
And there is number 1 Mock Impact. 10-year-old Mach 3 Brown Gelding by Alex McNabb, trained by Corey Fuller. Daryl Thiessen, double-barreled Daryl, guns them down in the fourth. It's the 3rd win this year, 48th lifetime for Mock Impact, and it's Peter's 33rd birthday. And out trackside, the whole gang celebrating Peter's birthday. Happy birthday to Peter. The 4th race, 1 Mock Impact, 8-10, 320, 290, 5 Happy Nays, 210, 210, 2 Perfectly Blue, 660, $2 exactor, 1220, $1 try, 53.85, $1 super, 315.10, 20-cent super, 63.02. The fourth race order of finish from the top. 138-52647. That is 138-52647 on the bottom.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. You're watching Grand River Raceway. It's the final race card of the 2025 race meet. It's the back half of this curtain closer card at the river. Set to start up race number 5. It's a mandatory payout pick 4 play. We've got the one and only pick 5 ending in this race, and just checking the probables. Wow, there's some huge payoffs. I mean, the favorite to complete the pick 5, it's the 8 Major Bank, coming back at 355 and change on a 20 center. The 5 Eurobank Hanover took the next choice to action, 484 and change on the 20 center. And then massive pick 5 Will Pays to the rest of the field, anywhere from 2,400 to 8,190 on 20-cent wagers. Best of luck if you get a live play on the end of the pick 5. So here we go with a mandatory payout pick 4 play starting up race number 5. Let's get a look at some ticket ideas. Myself, Gary, and Connolly doing our best. We're always trying. 5th race, I'm on 8 Major Bank. Singled up here, 5-2, lukewarm favorite status, nose on gate, 3 wins in the latest 4. All those victories coming at Woodbine Mohawk Park. So he's been facing some pretty snug company in recent starts. This could be an easier spot, and I don't mind post 8 for one that can blast. And Major Bank certainly can do that. Scott Coulter on board. Over to race number 6. We're 4 deep in there. Actually down to 3 deep now because I'm told the 4, Misty Vodka, has scratched from race number 6, so we're using the 3, 5, and 8. So the way the ticket looks right now, it would cost $16, but without the 4 in race 6, it's down to $12. Race number 7, horses 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then race 8, we're going odd numbers. Numbers game, right? 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 on the end of the mandatory payout pick 4. And again, the way the ticket would cost, it's $12 even because there is a scratch of number 4 in race number 6. One more ticket to look at here. This one for track announcer Gary Guy. He's having a heck of a run with his selections tonight. What's Gary Guy got in store for the late pick 4? Well, he's going 2 deep in the first few legs. 8 and 5 is top selection. Major Bank here in the 5th race. 5 and 7 in race 6. PL Slim, Muscle Spasm. Race number 7, Gary on to the 4 and 7. And in the High 5 finale, mandatory payout High 5 finale, Gary's opting for the 3, 5, and 9. 3 is top selection. 9 was plan B. 5 horse was plan C. $4.80 if you want to play along with Gary Guy on the mandatory pick 4, starting up here in the 5th race. One more ticket to look at. Conley Ecclestone doing his best to map out a winning combination on this multi-leg wager. Conley goes deepest of all in the opening leg. Race 5, Conley's 5 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. Race number 6. He's on the 5, PL Slim, as well as 8, Grace's Secret. I think we're on the same page pretty much in there. Race 7 for Conley is single. He's on the 5, Angel Fly Away. Sammy Filion on board for trainer Julie Walker. And the final leg, back to 5 deep for Conley on the end of it. 1, 3, 4, 5, and 9. $10 even on a 20-cent wager for this late pick 4 ticket idea. Friend of the show, Conley Ecclestone. Wonderful job all season, Conley.
Field on post parade for the 5th race. 1, Ultra Lady S. Dag Henriksen drives and trains and owns. Number 2, Supersonic Hanover Nick Boyd for Blair Burgess. And Charles Foster and Timothy Mansfield and Stuart McEachern in 3 is Living at Large. Lauren House for Chantel Ruiz. Number 4 is Marie H. Damian McClellan for Kyle Bossens and Fred Niclerio. Number 5 is Eurobank Hanover, Sammy Filion for Luke Blaine, Determination. Number 6, Vimy Ridge Vantage, Jason Ryan for Steve Lauren and Paul Mazzetti. Number 7, Lockdown Romeo, Bruce Richardson for John Holding and Morley Bosworth. And 8 is Major Bank, Scott Kohler for Mike White-Nioski and Earl Joseph. It's a field of 8, race number 5. Let's get a look at this field. And, well, Major Bank coming in off of a win in a non-win as a 3 at Mohawk and 53-3 kind of jumps off the page, Sugar.
Certainly does. I mean, you have to think he's been facing some very snug company there at Woodbine Mohawk Park. 3 wins in his latest 4. And in between starts there, got a third dead heat, but pretty good season for this 4-year-old son of the bank, a 4-time winner, 5 show doe finishes, no runner-ups from 17 outings, 53-3. Life best right there in the latest. Never better coming in. Love him.
Yeah, he's on his game now because we saw him here August the 8th. He was in a non-winners at 2 and finished third. Now, that was the trailer post, but he has certainly gone forward since then because that was a mile of 56-3 here, and now 3 seconds faster last time out. And I basically think that Mohawk is maybe half a second to a second at most faster than here because we put up some big time. So he's really improved. You know who's really good is 5 Eurobank Hanover. Moves up from non-winners at 2 because non-winners at 2, when he doesn't make a break, he's just too good for that bunch.
That's what it seems, right? When he doesn't break, he wins. I mean, he's got nothing but wins this season. 5 of them from 9 outings. See a couple of starts on the program lines there where he's finished well back in distance. Well, that's because of breaks at the start. His best chance of winning is to stay trotting, right? We all know that.
Yeah, and he's still an improving 3-year-old. Major Bank is a 4-year-old who's got a lot more experience. Has had 30 starts, and Eurobank Hanover now 11 starts, and he looks solid. Like he's got a nice length to him. He's just a nice, smooth moving machine. But yeah, he's in tougher, and he's not faced, I don't think, the likes of the way Major Bank is going right now, because that's a 56-3 win here. Major Bank went 3 seconds faster at Mohawk.
Yeah, here's the thing, Gary. I mean, you put Eurobank Hanover in with that salty bunch that your Major Bank's been facing at Woodbine Mohawk Park. I don't think he'd have much of a chance, to go 53 and 54 there at Woodbine Mohawk
Now, the
Park.
thing is with Eurobank Hanover, we don't yet know what the top end is. So,
right.
We're trying to compare, but there might be more under the hood that we haven't seen just yet because, he won by 4 lengths. Did he need to win by 14? We don't. You don't need to do that.
True.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, if he had a horse beside him, maybe he's going to trot a mile in 55, right? So, we have yet to see his best, but he's on some great form right now.
You took number 3, Living at Large, for third, and with 12 third-place finishes on the season, there's no flies on you. That's a smart thing to do.
100%. I mean, he's 22 for 31 in top 3 finishes, and I'm looking at the earnings through the field here, and he's the highest earner in the field in 2025. What a great check getter this horse is for House, and he's done some pretty good things. And 13-1, I believe he's a must play for all tries and superfectas here. I'd even put him on the end of the exactor behind the 8.
Well, he was in with Eden on the Hill and Royalty Beer last time out. I mean, no, that's some snug company. Number 2, Supersonic Hanover, kind of shocked us last time out. Blasted out from the inside and just kept right on going, and Chip Happen couldn't get close. Supersonic Hanover won by 4 going away. That was in this class.
I'm going to call him never better as well. I mean, I've never seen him look so good. The son of propulsion in his latest, just sort of bottomed out the field, right? He get down to a quick half, 57-3, and he get over to 3/4, 126 flat, where he opened up on them, and he still widened in the late going to win by 4, a trip in 56-3. I did mention superfecta here, but no, it's a high 5. This is a non-jackpot high 5 play here.
Super high 5. And listen,
right
Marie H is probably mad at you and me as well, because he says, I'm racing well. How come I don't get any love?
I'll give her a shot to hit that high 5 ticket. Right now, a 9-1 price player. Her best game, her best chance is to be on or near the lead. Let's see what Damien can make happen in the early going.
And she can leave. She's really good off the gate. 28 seconds flat here. 2 starts going. Bombed the field, 56-2, solid mile. In tougher, we'll see if Marie H can step up to this group. Non-winners of 3.
Let's go with Major Bank.
Well, Major Bank 8-5, I think, just towers over the field. But it's the outside post. We'll see what the plan is for Major Bank on the outside. It is a field of 8. Nice group of trotters. Non-winners at 3 into the backstretch, nearing the start. Eurobank Hanover is being handled carefully, moving on up towards the gate. And they're at the start of the rough, and Ultra Lady S made a break in stride. Marie H went off stride. Lockdown Romeo, and on the outside is Major Bank, and then also pressing on through Eurobank Hanover, driving, and on the outside Lockdown Romeo. Eurobank Hanover, Lockdown Romeo, Supersonic Hanover is racing positioned third. Major Bank is fourth in the early action. Lockdown Romeo at 30-1 was able to grab the lead, but coming right out now, Eurobank Hanover wants to come around and loop around Lockdown Romeo, and it is going to be Eurobank Hanover coming on and grabbing the lead. Lockdown Romeo is second. Supersonic Hanover is third as they race their way on past us, and then Major Bank is fourth right now, then Living at Large and Vimy Ridge Venti, and then back to the trailing pair as they work on around the turn, Ultra Lady S and Marie H, and on past the half they go. The opening quarter was 27-1, the half was 56-4. Eurobank Hanover and Sammy Filia has a lead of 2.25 right now. Lockdown Romeo, Supersonic Hanover, Major Bank is still on the inside and is about 5 or 6 off the lead of Eurobank Hanover, who is on fire, and now Major Bank says, I better get going. Major Bank is quickly moving from fourth to take over third, about to grab second and take it from Lockdown Romeo. Racing fifth is Living at Large. Ultra Lady S is sixth in the trailing pair of Vimy Ridge Venti and Marie H, and 3/4 125-1. Eurobank Hanover is still leading, but that lead is shrinking. Major Bank still with major work to do, though. Eurobank Hanover now gets a couple of taps from Sammy Filia. Eurobank Hanover, Major Bank as they turn for home. They're going to settle things on down the stretch drive. Eurobank Hanover continues on. Eurobank Hanover, Major Bank on the outside, but Eurobank Hanover banks the win. Major Bank was second. Supersonic Hanover, Lockdown Romeo, 154-3. Eurobank Hanover. I said, Sugar, this one hasn't yet, we don't know where the top is. Well, we found out that there was a little more under the hood so far with the Eurobank Hanover than what he's had to show with that non-winners of 2.
What a trip, right? I mean, and we still don't know how good, how fast this son of Green Shoe is. I mean, he puts up 3/4, 125-1. Sammy called upon him on the backside through 28-2. Third quarter speed at them, and still 29-2 on the end for a trip in 54-3. I did not see that coming, to be honest. But you said it right before the race. We still haven't seen what this horse is capable of. Well, Sammy and Luke Blake, they were checking under the hood tonight.
Yeah,
this horse is ready for the big track.
Yeah, and my thoughts just simply, and I've seen this in the past, when a horse wins going away, you can't really gain a lot by comparing his times because, you don't know how much more he might have been able to go because he didn't have to.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he's been around here at Grand River Raceway all summer long, building up some confidence. Nice heart-building win here because a Major Bank, I think what it was, he just had too far to come. That third quarter where Sammy put some separation on the field, I mean, Major Bank did make a nice rally to get within a length and a filly on at the finish, but just too far to come, and he met up with a very nice 3-year-old son of Green Shoe. Eurobank Hanover, Sammy for Luke. Checking things out under the hood. We've seen a few of those tonight. I mean, it's their final start at the river this season. Folks want to know what they got.
And that's why I went too deep and added Eurobank Hanover, just because I thought, there just might be more. Sammy was great in this one. And, it's a 5.8273. It's reasonably chalky because Supersonic Hanover was coming in off of a great mile and then a couple on the bottom. But,
right.
Somebody will have a decent a super high 5, and Eurobank Hanover is back in front of us. 3-year-old Green Shoe Bay Gelding by Determination, framed by Luke Blais. Sammy Filia is the winning driver. Sammy also the top dash-winning driver at Grand River for 2025. He's got that sewn up back a few weeks ago already, just romping away with that title. It's the 6th win in 10 starts for Eurobank Hanover. Mile of 154-3, a new career best by 2 full seconds. The fifth race, 5 Eurobank Hanover 530 280 250, 8 Major Bank 270 240, 2 Supersonic Hanover $3, $2 Exactor 1170, the Dollar Try 1560, Dollar High 5 678.15, 20-cent high 5 135.63. We had a 20-cent pick 3 of 13.80, a 20-cent pick 4 of 24.81. A dollar pick 5 is 2423.20. Fifth race, order of finish from the top, is a 635-71842. That's 635-71842 on the bottom.
I'm Natasha Day. I train and drive harness racing horses at London, Ontario. These are my main products that I use in my racehorse barn that are all Omega Alpha, the Biotic 8, the Immune Plus, the Anti-Flam, which is great for the horses after they've had a hard day racing. The Biotic 8, I swear by it. Get all the dapples out, gets the old coat out, gets everything pumping and moving and makes the shine really come out.
Fans, while we have a moment, we'd like to wish Bill Porter a happy 90th birthday. It is Bill Porter's 90th birthday. Happy birthday, Bill. Field on post parade for race 6. Won by Classic Queen, Scott Colliver, Kevin Botts, and Steve Morse, and Patricia Burns. Number 2, Gone with the Wine. Blair Burgess drives and trains for Burgess Racing and James Walker. Number 3, High Value. Damian McClellan for Kyle Bossens and William Brown and Levi Kepfer. 4 is Scratched. 5 is PL Slim. Daryl Thiessen for Matt Dupuy and Princely Acres. And number 6 is Jam Celebrity. Get ready for Steve Watson. Number 7, Muscle Spasm. Mark Etzel drives and trains for Graham Hopkins and Peter Porter and Grant Turner. 8 is Grace's Secret. Jason Ryan for Greg McNair and Tom and Elizabeth Rankin. Field of 7. Race number 6. Let's get a look at this field. And Damian McClellan for Kyle Bossenson. Kyle and Robert Kyle Fellows came into tonight even. And Robert to Kyle Fellows no more, not in this evening. And but Kyle has got a couple still to go here. Needs to cement this win for the training title.
Well, they've got a good shot, great shot here with number 3, High Value. There's some gate speed to work with. Tried to go downtown 2 starts ago, September 12th, just missing, just a little short on the end. Still trotted some sub 2-minute speed, this 2-year-old colt son of my MVP. So the nose is still on gate. There's still some speed to work with. Let's see Damian put this one in play early.
And almost got the job done here, 2 back, and went to the front. That probably is the plan of attack. 0 for 8 in the win column, but a good one, 2 back. What were you going to say?
No, I agree. Probably to be pointed towards the front, but I know she's got some, or he's got some older horses to the right.
Yeah, one thing you can say also, this was July the 30th in a grassroots, was 3rd in a grassroots, which is much tougher than this bottom level claiming trot.
Yeah.
So High Value is that's actually value 7-2 right now because my top one is 5 PL Slim, and well, this is one that looked blasted to the front from post 8 in the start before it post 7. In fact, look at the last 3 starts, 2 8s and a 7, and said, yeah, I'm not afraid of the post position, I'm just gonna go. And there's double barrel Daryl, post position 5.
Yeah, we're going to call this a much improved post than 7 and 8. I'd rather see a horse leaving from post 5. He actually moves in one spot with 4. The scratch of number 4. So yeah, pretty much right behind the car, right in the center of the gate. Expect it to flash that early speed to be on top. The thing about PL Slim, though, each of his last 3 when leading early, home in 31 and change. 31 doesn't win you a lot of races. It still keeps you in contention. Yeah, he just doesn't win you many races in Ontario.
He just doesn't close the deal. He might be the Buffalo Bills and maybe the Toronto Blue Jays of this race. Hate to say that, but the Blue Jays, the Yankees are...
well, they got their bats going last night.
Yeah, the Yankees are winning tonight. They're starting to blow out the Orioles, and the Blue Jays better get rolling. But PL Slim just needs to finish it out. Did all the heavy lifting in the last race, and then one got by. Now, Whoop Mass is a really good one. That's a good measuring stick. It wasn't like, a plow horse came rolling on by. And no disrespect to plow horses. You're doing a great job. I love that you keep making food because, well, Sugar and I, we do like to eat once in a while.
Oh, boy, I'm still on the cinnamon roll kick. I missed them.
Grace's Secret, well, Jason Ryan for Greg McNair, 0 for 19 in the win column, but, it's Greg McNair, and look, this is one that does have 3 runner-up finishes this year.
You're right, it is trainer Greg McNair, and it is one of my favorites in the driver's seat at the river. Jason Ryan, who's been to Victory Lane already tonight, missing with his nice 2-year-old trotter, then in the race that followed, but... horse players are on this one pretty good. 5-2 makes this one a second choice. Well, 3-1 still hovering as a second choice in here. Best value in my mind, though, has to go to 3, High Value.
You know what? I want to throw number 7, Muscle Spasm, in
Sure.
here. Well, look at that last start. Was way back and actually got right up pretty close at a big price. Muscle Spasm was 29 to 1 in that one.
Muscle Spasm without an X in here should fare well for a veteran owner, trainer, driver, Mark Etzel. I like where you're going with that one.
Yeah, and well, my top one is PL Slim, and you've got high value, better value, 7 to 2 on high value.
Let's
PL
go.
Slim is 9 to 5. Let's go. Let's hurry up and get done. We'll go get some cinnamon.
Easy now.
Oh, cinnamon rolls. 6th race, into the backstretch. Field of 7 for the 6th race. Field for race number 6. On a Friday night season finale at the river, they are gathered in behind the gates. They're at the starter off, and PL Slim is going to come out and move very rapidly. PL Slim is out to grab the lead. High value on the inside. Grace's Secret, Jam Celebrity, then Gone with the Wine and Muscle Spasm, and My Classy Queen is back trailing the field. They race on around the turn. PL Slim is 6 to 5 on the board and has the lead. High value is plugged into the pocket. Grace's Secret is a third, and well, he's going to travel on the outside because Gone with the Wine has moved up on the inside. They raced their way past the opening quarter, and it was reached in 28 and 2. And right now it is PL Slim who's got the lead. PL Slim at high value, the top 2. And racing along position 3rd, Grace's Secret in front of Gone with the Wine. Now Muscle Spasm starts to kick in. And Jam Celebrity is trailing the field as they race their way on up towards the half. And that opening quarter was 28 and 2. And they worked their way on into the backstretch. And way back and out of this one with a break was My Classy Queen. But it is PL Slim. Now there goes Grace's Secret on the outside. Grace's Secret is now come on to take over 2nd. High Value is 3rd. And then Gone with the Wine and Muscle Spasm is gaining some more ground. But it is still PL Slim who's got the lead. PL Slim, Grace's Secret, High Value, Muscle Spasm 4th, and Gone with the Wine and Wellback Jam Celebrity. But PL Slim continues on for Daryl Thiessen. 3/4 off of 56 3/2 is 128 3, so a 32-second third split. And it is PL Slim, Grace's Secret trying to chip away. PL Slim, no urging just yet, but that lead is down to just a length, and High Value 3rd, and then Muscle Spasm. PL Slim continues on. PL Slim, as they come on to the finish, the chances of beating PL Slim, well, fat chance, because PL Slim was the best. Grace's Secret was 2nd, then High Value and Muscle Spasm 159 flat. PL Slim and a slim Daryl Thiessen getting the job done.
Oh, indeed. PL Slim finally breaks on through to the other side here. He was 7 for 11 all season. Top 3 finishes, a pair of runner-up finishes, 5 show does, and tonight goes all the way. And didn't need a whole lot on the end of it to hold off that 8, Grace's Secret. She was out for a long ways. I thought number 3, High Value, would fare much better off the trip that he got tonight. But there it is, right? 2-year-olds, when facing older horses, the older horses are more than likely going to hold out every time.
By the way, you took a 2-year-old against a 3-year-old. Did you not get the
I
memo?
did too. I said I had room for one on the final night of the meet. Just didn't happen though, right?
Yeah. Maybe you had one too many cinnamon rolls and you couldn't see straight.
Oh, not enough.
Not enough cinnamon rolls. Yeah, there is no such thing as too many cinnamon rolls.
Oh, 100%.
That's like too much money. Well, it's a 5.837, but you saw Daryl Thiessen move this one up, time the gate, and this is one that can really get off the gate, and he got this one off the gate really well, grabbed the lead, and boy, they just weren't catching him. Fat chance for a horse catching PL Slim.
Yeah, he was brave. I thought you were going to maybe try and fit Slim to None in there somewhere coming through the stretch, but the Fat Chance worked out well. He actually flashed 30 and 2 speed on the end of it to get there, so good on PL Slim to break on through tonight.
Well, he heard what you said, that he wasn't going fast enough coming home, so he said, okay, well, I'll show him, and You know,
They're
PL
all
Slim.
proving me wrong tonight.
Yeah, actually, I've had a good night, but I've left it till the final
have?
minutes. Look at Daryl's yawning. He's like, this is too easy, man. I'm bored. He's got a couple of wins. Double barrel.
He's on the couch all the way.
Daryl, yes. And, well, it's a second win on the evening for PL Slim. And a yawning Daryl Thiessen with a couple of wins on the evening. Matt Dupuis is the trainer. Prince Leaker is the owner. Three-year-old Wheelin' and Dealin' Bay Colt. And it is Bill Porter's 90th birthday. Bill out trackside enjoying Daryl Thiessen's win with PL Slim. Mile of 159 for PL Slim. The sixth race, 5 PL Slim, 440, 270, 220. 8 races, Secret 290, 220, and 3 High Value 260. $2 exactor, $12.90. $1 try, $14.05. $1 super, $29.40. 20-cent super, $5.88. sixth race, order of finish from the top. 763, scratch 1542. That's 763, scratch 1542 on the bottom. There's a look at the paddock camera provided by the Ontario Equine Education and Employment Program. Field on post parade for race number 7-1. Muskie Man, Andre Goy for Kyle Bossens and Daryl Newbigging and Levi Kempfer. Number 2, Don't Change My Name, Bruce Richardson for John Holding and Morley Bosworth. 3 is scratched. Number 4 is Miss Universe. Jason Ryan for Chantel Mitchell and Flo Goslin and Mitchell DiCenzo. Number 5, Angel Flyway, Sammy Filia for Julie Walker and Leonard Gamble. And number 6, Delphi, Hanover Nick Boyd for Amanda Riley and Scott McEnany and Brenda and Mark Lane. Number 7 is PC Chattahoochee, Garrett Rudy for Curtis Clements and Amy Clements. And number 8 is Charmble Cash, Scott Culliver, Natalie Elliott and John Ryer. Field of 7, race number 7. Let's get a look at this field for the 7th race. Well, Sugar, we're both in on Miss Universe, and one that already has a couple of wins in the last couple races, orbited this track pretty darn well. I think Miss Universe, Chantel Mitchell, 32% winner on the year at Grand River. Jason Ryan's having a good evening. A pretty strong pick, I think, here.
Yeah, this filly's got a really good record coming in, Gary. A couple of runner-up finishes in the latest 2. And before that, 2 victories all over the river. It seems she does her best work when on the lead. Both of those wins have come gate to wire in sub-2-minute fashion. Jason Ryan has driven this filly once. That was the Deuce. 2 back when trotting a mile in 58 and 2. She is coming in off a trip in 58 flat, one of her quicker miles in her young career. We like her chances, and we love that price at 7-2.
Yeah, and that one that beat Miss Universe Solo CP, it was just had outstanding class and just not one to be able to tackle and beat. But it was but certainly Miss Universe raced well to finish second. That was just one that would crush this field.
Oh, she looks great too right now. She looks so good here for Jason Ryan.
Yeah, I think it's a strong one to beat. Number 5, Angel Flyaway. Good at Sarnia 3 races back, but then went to Mohawk against Prospect starters, and it just couldn't come together. But has 3 wins on the year.
3 wins, yeah, 56 and 2 over Georgian Downs, and that could equate to a pretty good mile around the river, right? You know Georgian Downs well.
Yeah, and look, this is one that blasted to the front on that day and was able to bomb the field. So Angel Flyway, maybe Sammy tries to hustle this one out pretty hard because this one, those 2 starts at Mohawk didn't get off the gate. But you go back down the page where this one was successful, it was going to the front, and that was a non-winner to 2 at Georgian. That was a well-meant win. So a good possibility. Of course, Sammy is having just a breakout campaign. Number 7, PC Chattahoochee. Well, we'll leave out a post position 6. And by the way, post 6 is the second most winning post on the trot this year. Post 5 is the most. 24.6 for post 5 and 16.8 for post 6. You get more than 40% of the winners have come from posts 5 or 6. So PC Chattahoochee will actually be post 6.
Yeah, that's all right. Good info there. We mentioned Miss Universe, the 4-horse. The filly was looking so good. Well, here's another looker. Wow. I mean, she is very impressive. On looks, she should win this race. But you know what? You got to do some work to get paid. Daughter of Wheeling and Dealing here. Kind of tall, kind of lanky. I love her look. Nice and relaxed for G-Money.
Well,
G-Money got a PC horse home to Victory Lane back in race number 3. That was for Peter Clements. This one being for Curtis and Amy Clements. I love the look of this one.
Yeah, and look, PC Chattahoochee, I think the decent price, 210 to 1, I believe has a good shot to play here. Now, Delphi Hanover will be leaving out of post 5 now, and maybe we follow the logic that almost 1/4 of all the winners have come out of post position 5 here this season on the trot.
Oh boy, and we've got a red hot Kawartha shipper. And when I saw this one on post braid, I thought to myself, oh boy, I might have missed one.
Yeah.
This is a great looking daughter of Green Shoe. And the Green Shoe, well, we've seen one in the winner's circle tonight. We've got 3 in our London Classic yearling sale. Delphi Hanover looks great for Nick Boyd.
Nick Boyd drove this one at Kawartha last race, in front by 11 at the quarter in 28-4. I think I know what his plan might be.
Oh, this right off the car should get quite interesting early.
And that's the gate spot, too. Post 5, the winningest post at 24.6%. We'll see if it can tack on another percentage point in here. It's a field of 7. Muskie Man, Don't Change My Name on the inside. Miss Universe, Angel Flyway, Delphi Hanover. The outside, PC Chattahoochee and Charmbo Cash. Field of 7. It is race number 7 on a Friday finale at the River. Field for the 7th dash. And behind the gate. There at the start of the rough, Delphi Hanover is going to blast early. Delphi Hanover is quickly able to establish the lead, and then also hustled up Miss Universe and Don't Change My Name, Muskie Man, Angel Flyway, PC Chattahoochee, and Charbro Cash. But Delphi Hanover and Nick Boyd has a lead right now of about 2 1/4. Miss Universe orbits that first turn, racing second, and then Don't Change My Name and Muskie Man. Then racing position 5th as they come off the turn is Angel Flyway. Then it is back further to PC Chattahoochee, and then trailing the field is Charbro Cash. They head up towards the half off an opening quarter of 27-second flat, and Delphi Hanover on fire on a finale Friday at the River. Delphi Hanover racing second, Miss Universe. Delphi Hanover 7-1 on the board. Don't Change My Name is third. Angel Flyway now starting to fly on the outside. And then 5th is Muskie Man. Halftime 56-3. PC Chattahoochee is kicking into gear and is coming pretty hard. Way back is Charbro Cash. Delphi Hanover putting up strong fractions. Angel Flyway, though, is flying on into contention. Delphi Hanover, Angel Flyway. And then it is Miss Universe. And now PC Chattahoochee has come on a little closer and is racing about 3 off the lead of Delphi Hanover. Don't Change My Name is 5th. 3/4 in a lively 126, and they turn for the top of the stretch. And Delphi Hanover has been sharp since the get-go, but still has some work to do because Angel Flyway and Miss Universe are close, and PC Chattahoochee. And then Don't Change My Name. Delphi Hanover on down the stretch drive they come. Delphi Hanover up the inside, Miss Universe. Delphi Hanover, Miss Universe. Delphi Hanover is going to win. Miss Universe was second. Don't Change My Name and PC Chattahoochee. Delphi Hanover, well, it is that post position 5, the winningest post, and bombed the field at Kawartha last time out for trainer Amanda Riley and says, I enjoyed that so much last time, I think I'll do it again.
100%. I mean, I love seeing these horses on post braid. I'm not sure what I missed about Delphi Hanover through the program lines, but when I saw her on parade, I mentioned, oh, I think I might have missed one here. And sure enough, you called it. She was gunning right for the top. How about the fractions of 27 and 56-3, then 126, and home and cooled. Quite easy here for Nick Boyd. She wins it over Miss Universe. And then you've got Don't Change My Name and Bruce in for third. And rounding out the superfecta, you got PC Chattahoochee G Money up there. What a trip. 155-4. Never better new mark. Delphi Hanover.
Lowers it by 3 seconds. And look, this is one that was good and then ran into some problems making breaks, a couple of breaks at Mohawk and a break in a qualifier. But Amanda Riley took over the training duties of this one. And last start was the first with Amanda Riley, and now a second. Amanda seems to have figured out Delphi Hanover.
Yeah, this horse, I mean, to go a quarter in 27 flat and do it quite easy, mind you. I mean, and then to be able to fight off challengers, had one coming up the passing lane through the stretch. They weren't going to beat this one tonight. She was on go. That's a pair of green shoe winners tonight at Grand River Raceway that both look very good, and they both happen to like that front end mission.
Yeah, and Ralphie was just sitting on the couch there coming for home. I mean,
Yes, he was.
yeah, Nick Boyd he had a monster. Well, he was monstrous last time out, but, I thought, well, that's Maidens. He's stepping up a level. Yeah, you know what? I think he needs to step up another level.
You know what? This filly looked great on parade, looks even better coming back to the winner's circle.
Well, back in front of us is Delphi Hanover. It's a 6'4", Delphi Hanover, 3-year-old Green Shoe Bay filly, owned by Scott McEnany and Brendan Mark Lane. Amanda Riley, the trainer, Nick Boyd. Ralphie back in the winner's circle. It's the 5th win for Delphi Hanover this year and a lifetime. Mile of 155 and 4 for a new career mark. Seventh race. Number 6, Delphi Hanover, 1748, 60, and 470. 4 Miss Universe, $5, $10, $3, and 2. Don't change my name, $260. $2 exactor, $56.90. Dollar Tribe, $52.60. Dollar Super 100, $33.15. 20-cent Super, $26.63. Seventh race, order of finish from the top down. 6-3 scratch 25147. That's 6-3 scratch 25147 on the bottom. Well, fans, we're 4 minutes to post time to our final dash. And note, we have a mandatory payout on the Super High Five, and it is our final dash of 2025. And Sugar, man, I'm a little sentimental. You know, I started at Elmira back in '92, 12 years at Elmira. Of course, Elmira comes over here, another 21 years here. And so, yeah, although your season's about to get started a week from tonight, I'm a little misty-eyed that we're bringing it to an end. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, you've really brought your game, and you've had some great picks, and we've had some fun and entertainment. I'm not the easiest guy to work with because I like to throw you lots of curveballs, but just a little sentimental about the end of our season here at Grand River.
Well, you know what, Gary? I wasn't quite sure what I was getting into when, trying to fill some shoes of our mutual friend Robert Reed Jr. on the broadcast. Well, I enjoyed working with you. I mean, you're a fun guy to work with, and you came to play tonight with your selections. You know, I think it's gone back and forth all season long. We both had some nights, and we both had some bad nights as well.
Yeah.
But Been a pleasure working with you. Been a pleasure always working with the team at Grand River Raceway.
Man, we should send a shout out. Josie Bean and the team, they really work through
Yeah.
and keep everything good. And I mean, I've had a long run here, and I mean, I've worked for so many great people. Jenna McDonnell is our current boss. I started off with Ken Middleton Sr., and then went through
Wow.
Doug Hopkins, the great Ted Clark. Jamie Martin was, a great guy. Chad Rosema and Jenna,
Sure.
now the current boss. I've been really blessed for this long run of working with so many great people. And, it has been a lot of fun this year. And it's been an interesting season at Grand River. We had some big moments. Industry Day, we got a sub 150 mile. We got to see Bojangles here.
Yeah. Oh, and we're still watching Bojangles do good things. I mean, we've been very lucky to witness some great horses that have come by the river this summer. Watched some great performances with drivers, trainers, caretakers, the owners, the breeders. You know what? Everybody deserves a big shout out on this evening. I mean, that was a great race meet at Grand River Raceway.
Yeah, the track. I got to also mention our track man, Doug McCaig, because the track just
Yeah.
holds up. I mean, no night showed that more than the other night when we got a big pile of rain, and it just they just went over it like it was no big deal. And Doug puts in all the time and the work, and it's this track. They put the time and effort into it, and it's that's one of the reasons why Grand River is such a great place. Is this is a very energetic organization.
Yeah. It shows, right? I mean, fans know a good fast track when they see it. Horse people know a great track when they're racing on it, and it appears to be pretty kind to the horses. They get around it well. They corner well. I find horses corner fabulous at Grand River Raceway. So some horses come in, they might have a little hitch on a smaller half-mile track, but they take to Grand River Raceway. And even those horses that come in from Woodbine Mohawk Park, we've said it all season long, they almost show the same kind of speed at Grand River Raceway as they do with the big track, Woodbine Mohawk Park.
The fans also, ones that come out here, they know a good organization when they see one, because this facility is always immaculate.
Oh.
Beautiful job with that new paddock. You've seen that, of course. And
Oh, yeah.
just everything is ship
The-
shape, and it's the energy, it's the effort.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the dining on the patio. There's been some big crowds. I mean, the Wiener Dog races that brings them in. The Harness the Hope night, the Industry Day. There's all kinds of race days at Grand River Raceway to be proud of.
Yeah, and there is our paddock camera provided by the Ontario Equine Education and Employment Program, one
Right
of our
on.
great sponsors as well. We have great sponsors, and we'll have the post parade in just a matter of seconds. Then a good final dash with a high five payout.
Oh boy.
And another one of our great sponsors is Omega Alpha Pharmaceuticals, and this is the Omega Alpha Post Parade. And one is Safe Passage Garrett Rooney for Mike McLennan and Phyllis McLennan. Number 2 is Greystone Playgirl Steve Houdon for Laura Toscani and Carmelo Shime and Sean Henderson. 3 is All Star Willow Sammy Filia for Jacob Roberts and Triple S Equine. 4 is RJ, Gene, Scott Culliver, Ruth Moore, and James Hasty. 5 is TJ Bliss, Damon McClellan for Jeff McGuire and Jean Allaire, and Steve Lapierre and JP Nadeau. Number 6 Century Liberty, Daryl Thiessen for Matthew Trelford and Rick Breyer. Number 7 is D, Nick Boyd for James Dean and William and James McKenzie and Paul Chapman. 8 is Lions Marion, Jason Ryan for Pam Forgy and Mindley Findling Repko. 9 is Better Than Crush, Lauren House for Dennis Kerr and Shelley and Shane Kerr. Field of 9, race number 8. Let's get right to this field. And, well, you got a fine chance. Super High Five with a guaranteed payout. We're going to be paying out the money regardless, but All-Star Willow might be the one that we're going to be paying out on top, Sugar.
Oh, she's been very good. I mean, Jacob Roberts took over the training duties after this one got claimed early September over Flamborough. Come back to just miss at Hanover with Louis Gregg on board, but I went back to the latest replay. Lasted off the wings at Flamborough from post 8, was crossing on over 27 and 4 quarter, half and 56 and 3, sitting 2. And then flies home to win in 55 and 4. New mark for the 3-year-old daughter of All Bets Off. So she's coming in great shape. She's got the top driver at the river through the 2025 season in the bike, being Sammy Filion. And this filly looks great. Right on the bit. I see her setting sail early.
A lot of people will be using this one on top, but then there'll be a lot of variation after that because the tote board tells you that. And well, the one that you went to second, and it is one of my picks, is 7D, Nick Boyd. James D. Nick wanting to end up 2025 at Grand River with a bang.
Right on. Wouldn't that be something? Nick Boyd driving 7D for James Dean. I mean, D was a strong second to our top selection in the latest. She just kept on coming for Dale Spence. I think Nick Boyd will suit her well. 3-year-old daughter, Better's Delight. Big price player right now. One of the longer shots at 15 to 1, surprisingly.
Certainly has the ability. I saw this one bomb a field at Georgian Downs in 55 and 3. That's a very legit mile. How about number 5, TJ Bliss? This is JF McGuire, Damien McClellan, and it got a couple wins on the year. Flamborough last start wasn't great, but you look at this one, August the 18th here, crushed the field in 55 and 2.
Right. On her best day, she could likely handle this field. I'm not sure we're going to see her best tonight, but if she can show that early speed, find a spot up close, get to the pylons early, she could find her way into this high five. And another price player here at 9 to 1 for Damien.
I want to get to 9 Better Than Crush, Lauren House, Dennis Kerr. Dennis, small barn up Godrich Way, but the Kerr family always puts up big numbers.
Right on. And I don't mind this mare. I mean, Lauren House gets the call for a catch driving assignment. I'm just going to continue on with the odd numbers angle here on this high five play, leaving from the trailing spot. She's on some pretty good form here. I caught her late as 2 at Clinton, where she was 3rd, and then a strong winner in 58 and 2. She's been at Sarnia for a couple of starts. Now she comes into the river. She's going to be my beware horse in this high five.
Well, look, I'm not a math expert. I know, though, if you've used those 4 odd numbers, I know which one is the other odd one. It's the 1 Safe Passage.
Yeah, you know where I'm going. Safe Passage on the inside. G-Money, Garrett Rooney gets another rail to work with tonight at the river. Again, I went the odd numbers angle here. I think you want to box them up. If you're playing with me, $24 even to box up 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, just like that.
The only one that I used to break the odd number was to the bottom in the last spot was number 4, RJ Jean. A winner here back at the end of July, but since then things haven't gone well.
Right. Missed about a month. Did come back to qualify. Was okay, but was showing a couple of X's in her couple of starts there through the month of August. So that's why I stayed off of that one. But you might be able to prove me wrong in this one like you've done all night.
Well, just for the bottom of it. But the odd numbers are the play right now. And the best of the odd numbers appears to be 3, All-Star Willow and Sammy Filion. By the way, we will have the trainer and driver titles awarded after this race. Of course, Sammy already has that sewn up, and we did end up with a tie with Robert Kyle Fellows and Kyle Boston.
Wonderful.
So we'll have that presented right after this race. It is a field of 9.
Let's go.
It's the final dash, as Sugar said. Let's go. Field for the finale. All-Star Willow now is moving right up onto the gate. And Sammy trying to time the gate with All-Star Willow and gets out well. Also leaving is TJ Bliss and RJ Jean. Those three stride out strongly. Save Passage, Century Liberty. Better Than Crush is sixth away. Then seventh is Greystone Playgirl. Then it's Dean Lyons Marion. But right now, TJ Bliss at 12-1 is blissfully on a lead of about 4. All-Star Willow is a little hippity-hoppity and takes to the outside, and now gaining a spot on the inside is RJ Jean. All-Star Willow now is going to move back over to the pylons. Appears to be straightened out, but did lose a position and is racing third. But right now it's TJ Bliss alone on the lead in front by 4. RJ Jean, All-Star Willow, Safe Passage, and then Century Liberty. Better Than Crush. Then it is Greystone Playgirl and Dean Lyons Marion. They head up towards the half. That opening quarter was a 26 flat put up by TJ Bliss. Leads as they race on past the half, and the halftime was 54-3, 28-3. Second split, TJ Bliss at 12-1. RJ Jean is forwardly placed, and then All-Star Willow, Safe Passage, and then Century Liberty, and back further, Better Than Crush, and then D. And off stride goes Greystone Playgirl. Now second last is Lyons Marion, but TJ Bliss is still the one to beat. TJ Bliss racing on by 3/4, but might have to deal with RJ Jean. 3/4, 123-2. They're in a hurry in the finale of 2025 here at Grand River, and it is RJ Jean on the outside. RJ Jean and TJ Bliss, and now All-Star Willow is coming third, and then Safe Passage and way out wide. Better Than Crush is set out wide, and it is Better Than Crush on the outside trying to collar RJ Jean. RJ Jean, Better Than Crush is flying. Better Than Crush on the outside is going to crush this high 5, and then RJ Jean, and then it was a Safe Passage and All-Star Willow. 154-1. Better Than Crush. Lauren House, I said the Kerrs often get them put up some big numbers. Dennis Kerr, Jim Kerr. Well, Dennis Kerr with Better Than Crush is going to really crush this high 5 in the finale, Sugar.
Yeah, I kind of liked her in there. I only had her pegged for 4th, but she was my beware horse.
Well,
and she gets up in the final strides to get there, drops her light best by 4 seconds. She's going home with a new speed badge. 154-1. It's set up perfect for her. She loved those hot, early, ambitious fractions. 26, 54-3, 123-2. Home and cooled. 154-1. The beware horse, Better Than Crush, gets it all.
Well, on a night when my picks came up fine, this was my second one, and All-Star Willow had some problems around that first turn.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was. I thought for a moment she might have snapped a hopple. A piece of equipment might have broke, but Sammy kind of maybe moved her to the outside, took a look over things, and felt it was good to continue on. So she does finish in the top 4. But just an unexpected miscue going through that opening turn for the favorite All-Star Willow.
Ends up being a 9-4-1-3-6. 9-4-1-3-6, the top 5. But there's Scotty trying to close it out with RJ Jean, one that I also threw onto my ticket.
You did mention RJ Jean. I like the odd numbers, and you were saying, well, if there's one I'd want to throw into the mix, it would be for RJ Jean, and you were right there with her. Finishing second best. So you did some pretty good handicapping throughout the night, and you did not disappoint in the finale, Gary.
Well, and I'm sure this payout won't disappoint somebody who has it because it's pretty evenly balanced. Sugar, it was a great season. I absolutely enjoyed working with you, and have yourself a great winter at Western Fair. I'm going to try to get down there.
Right on. Right back at you, Gary. A pleasure to work with you, and all the best with Grand or with Flamborough going forward.
Absolutely. Talk to you later, buddy. Back in front of us, there is 9. Better Than Crush. Better Than Crush. Victorious from the trailer post. 4-year-old Better Than Cheddar Bay Mare, won by Shelley and Shane Kerr. Janice Kerr is the trainer. Lauren House, the winning driver. 5th win for Better Than Crush on the season. And the 10th lifetime, Better Than Crush. 154-1, a new lifetime best. Eighth race, payouts 9 better than Crush, 11.30, 5.40, and $4. And for RJ Jean, 5.60, 4.80. One Safe Passage, 6.60. $2 Exactor, 51.80. Dollar Try, 149.30. 20-cent High Five, 753.33. Double of 6 and 9, $159. Dollar Pick 3, 160.35. The Dollar Pick 4, 336.65. Once again, note that 20-cent High Five, 753.33.
So set them up, Marvin.
And fans, will draw your attention down to the winner's circle as Jenna McDonnell has our top driver and top trainers heading on to the winner's circle. So we'll draw your attention down to the winner's circle. We'll have that presentation coming up just shortly.
Piece it. They're up.
And now down trackside, we have Jenna McDonnell awarding our top driver and trainer for the season. Top driver, of course, Sammy Filia. To her left, right on the screen, Sammy had a breakout campaign and just absolutely outstanding. 60 wins and really burst onto the scene here in Ontario this year. And also trackside, a co-winner is Kyle Bossens. Kyle Bossens and Robert Kyle Fellows end up sharing the training title. Great job, guys. And Sammy Filia, Kyle Bossens, Robert Kyle Fellows, absolutely great. 2025 at Grand River Raceway. Eighth race, order of finish from the top. 394-275-681. That is 394-275-681 on the bottom. That does conclude the live harness racing program for 2025 at Grand River Raceway. We thanked a lot of people, but you know, the most important person to thank, the people to thank, the fans. The ones who come out to Grand River, the ones who watch us from at home and wager on racing action from Grand River. We absolutely appreciate that you are fans of Grand River Raceway. And hope I'm back here next year, 2026. I know the Grand River will be back and ready to rock and roll again. Thank you again, fans, for your support of Grand River Raceway. Buenas noches, amigos. Good night, everybody. Good night, Josie Bean.